was on the train yesterday.
Yeah.
I left my coat on the train. I had to run back.
Yeah.
It was quite stressful, right?
Yeah.
Because I got off the train.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I've left my coat. And I had to run back on the train, get my coat, and get back off again before the train left.
Yeah, but in a way, quite exhirating as well. Because it feels
God, I
quite
felt like an action hero. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got to take it when you
That was
can.
what was going on in my head.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of the time where Blake, who plays Neil from the Inbetweeners,
I remember this. Yeah. This is his coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
left his coat somewhere, right? So when we were making the Inbetweeners, the guy who produced the Inbetweeners, who lived in one of the Scottish Isles,
Yes.
the Isle of Skye.
Yeah.
And one summer, I mean, you say summer, we went up there. It didn't fucking feel like summer.
Yeah.
It did not feel like summer at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
We went to the Isle of Skye for a weekend, and we went to the local school.
Yeah.
We
did a screening of the film.
Is that right? Yeah, we did screening the film, and then we did like a Q&A. We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't just go to a school.
But yeah, we always go straight round to the school.
Yeah. And then we were like, oh yeah, great, like right, nice to see you. Anyway, should we go to the pub now? And then Blake was like, oh shit, I've left my coat, right? So he was asking someone, can you get my coat? I don't know what to do about this. But because it was the Isle of Skye, and I think about 4 people live there or whatever, it was all like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get your coat back, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the kids, right, nicked the coat. One of the kids nicked the coat. Not only nicked the coat, what did they do? Started ransoming it.
Yeah, no. He got in touch with Blake. I got a little bit of dry skin on my lip.
That's all right. You could have just spat that. You swallowed it. You swallowed a bit of dry skin.
I feel like it's still there.
Oh,
I think it's gone now.
I can't see anything.
I think it's gone now. He got in touch with Blake on Facebook.
Yeah,
being
that's
like,
right, yeah.
Oh, I think you might be missing a coat.
Didn't he send a picture as well?
And he sent a picture and he was like, and Blake was like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's my coat. And then the guy was like, well, yeah, how much?
How much do you want for it? Yeah.
It was amazing.
Like,
He ransomed it.
Blake was well annoyed.
It was amazing.
Blake was furious.
It was amazing. Yeah,
Did he get that coat back though? Because I can't remember how that story ended.
Well,
all I remember was being around going, fucking hell, some kids ransomed your coat, gutted.
Yeah,
what are you going to do about that?
Joe and James, fact up.
Right, we should probably do a formal welcome
to
this episode. I am James, that is Joe, this is Fact Up. Each week we'll be bringing one another a fact that we deem interesting. And our policy is, the more interesting, the more true it is.
Yeah.
That's it, that's the bar. If it's interesting, then it must be true. We will unpack it, debate it, and probably wander off onto something completely unrelated. And we'll also dig into the weird things that you would like to think are true, but don't want to do any research yourself, in a segment that we're calling Facts Check. So we want you to send your facts for us. Our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp number is 07822 034 330, and all our socials are @joeandjamespod. Just a friendly reminder.
Ramona.
Oh, God.
Ramona.
Well, you're a Ramona.
Pretty strong stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
I call them Ramonas.
Ramonas. That's what are they called? Are they people that...
They're people who voted Remain.
Right. And
still would have preferred it if we had remained.
Right, okay.
They're sort of people that are sad that we left the EU.
Anyway, just a gentle reminder that you can watch all our episodes on YouTube. Just search for Joe and James Fact Up. And if I may have got distracted and what I just said didn't make any sense.
Well, if you were distracted by all the Ramona stuff and like trying to remember what that means, and then opening up what you'd have to call a can of worms during what's meant to be just like parish announcements, essentially.
Head to the podcast description for all that important information without me or Joe going mental. Now let's get fact up. That's the last time I'm doing that, Lily Mae.
come
No,
on.
I think it's fine. Like we've
It
got to
brings
like.
joy.
I think it
It's
derails. I think it derails what's going on.
I think
I
it's,
don't think that's what's derailing what's going
there's
on.
not much. Yeah, there's not. There are no rails. I don't know what rails.
I
There's
actually
not a
think
network.
that's one of the few
like,
things keeping you on track.
yeah, it's like yeah.
We're just a floating train, locomotive,
Speaking
going
of,
wherever it wants to go. Anyway, Joe, we've got some admin, we've got some housekeeping, we've got some correspondence here.
Yeah.
You guys have been sending in some real fact up stuff for us to discuss.
Yeah.
This just says Joe's facial hair. What?
That's
Is that
the,
right?
That's,
No.
that's the topic that the
Okay.
letter
Well,
is about.
yeah, and I'm interested to get into this, and because this is interesting to me. So, can I do this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this
I've not read it.
Okay, well, so this is from, and he's put Guy, but people call me Yug.
Hmm.
Oh, I see, because it's Guy backwards.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, right. And here's the letter. Okay, so this is a real life case study fact I experimented on myself. In the first episode, Joe was talking about how he can't and will never be able to grow a strong beard. I was. And he's put, I can help. In 2022, I was hairless. It was a really hard time. Not one little hair on my face. I thought I was doomed. It all changed when I discovered a combination of using a beard roller and caffeine shampoo. What you do is you use the beard roller and then apply the caffeine shampoo on your face and then wash away after a minute. This is a win-win situation.
How is it all? Go on.
Okay. If Joe tests this hypothesis and it works, brackets, which it will, he will finally be the man his dad never was and destroy his family's curse of no beards. He will break the chain. If it doesn't work, then at least the pod has fact-checked a fact. Good luck. Well,
Do you know what, man? This feels like a bit of a wind-up.
right.
This feels like guys going, I did this. You do it. Let me know how you're getting on.
Yeah, I suppose there's no
What you should do is rub pigeon shit into your face.
yeah.
It worked for me.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, there's no sort of photographs attached to this. Although I'm less cynical than you. I think that this. I feel like he did do.
Do you know
this.
what a beard roller is?
Not really. No.
No. So I know what this thing is because
Yeah.
I was until recently.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit. I mean, you definitely are. I'm not as bad as you, but I'm a
Yeah.
bit of a hypochondriac,
Oh right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was just, even though I've got quite thick hair,
Yeah.
I was just convinced I was going bald.
Oh right.
I was just
okay.
like, I'm definitely going bald.
Okay, that's good.
I'm absolutely definitely going bald.
Yeah.
And
I don't.
so
yeah.
those roller things are like tiny little needles
Oh,
on a roller.
Oh,
and
it's that,
and I don't know what
yeah.
it. I think
No.
that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. Yes. So it's to get
yeah.
your the stuff right into the
Yeah,
follicles.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I suppose what.
But just to
Yeah.
on my baldness,
Yeah.
I actually saw a video. We were watching an old family video. It's something that we actually do quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because we've got lots of stuff of our boys on our phones and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And we were watching things from like well over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I looked at my hair and I was like, oh, my hair looks exactly the same there than
Yeah.
it does now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was going to Claire, I'm not going bald, am I?
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
just always,
Yeah.
my hairline was just naturally.
I've
I
never
don't know.
struck me that you have a.
Well, I was
bad
convinced.
hairline.
I was convinced I was going bald, and Claire was like, "No, you're not."
Right,
No one
okay.
no one ever said you were going bald.
No.
No one's ever said
No,
to you,
so
"God, you
yeah.
gotta sort that out."
So you were like,
you just decided this yourself
yeah.
one day.
And then you were like, good news, Claire. I know you've been worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going bald.
Yeah.
Because at no point was I worried about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing, were you putting anything in?
yeah.
Or-
I was using minoxidil.
So it's really just, it's a way of getting this hair growth stuff into your face.
I think so. Yeah.
Instead of your head. But also he said caffeine.
Caffeine shampoo.
Caffeine shampoo. Is caffeine shampoo supposed to make your hair grow?
I feel like it's a German thing.
Yeah.
There's that advert
It
in
goes,
it with the shampoo.
vroom.
Yeah, yeah. And
It's a
meant
very
to-
simple advert.
It's meant to make your hair thicker or something. But I don't. And like I say, I've looked into
Yeah.
the baldness thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand the science of caffeine shampoo.
Well, look, I mean, I have done weird and stupid things before to my body.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind doing this, but I is it like, I don't think it's wind up.
Right.
I'm not sure why caffeine specifically would, I mean,
No.
should I, but mate, I don't know whether this is now just part of my
Do hymns. That's what you
What?
should do. That's what this brand of
Oh, okay.
hair thing is called, hymns. It comes in like a spray.
What,
so
on
what you
that-
should do is you
Oh,
could
okay.
do that roller thing and then
Okay.
spray. I feel like that, if any of it's ever going to
If
work,
any of it's going to work.
I feel like that would be
Well,
better
maybe
than
I can, maybe
caffeine
I can
shampoo.
give it a little go on. I can do it on a small patch first, like when you're, with a.
I wouldn't do that, just in case
That's
it
worse,
does
isn't
work.
it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Just have one.
That'd be a disaster.
Yeah, that's worse, isn't it? Could I try it on a bit of my leg or something?
Do it on your face.
We'll come back to this. Look, Yug.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is real food for thought. I'm going to have a think about whether I'm going to commit to this fully, and we'll come back to you. The next one. Did you want to do this one?
I'll do this one. It just says Australian cultural difference. This is from Dylan via email. Dylan says, "Hey Joe and James, I've been led to believe all my life that Coca-Cola in Australia is vastly better than many places in the world it's being sold due to the quality of the Australian ingredients that go into it. But I myself have never been outside Australia and haven't been able to test it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you two have been here before and currently live in the UK, I'd like your thoughts on, if any. Big fan. Regards, Dylan from Brisbane." Dylan, you are onto something. You are definitely onto something there. right?
You agree?
Yes.
Right,
but
okay.
Not specifically about Australia. I think that Coca-Cola, ironically, tastes better anywhere else than America.
Right.
Because
Right, okay.
America have well, if you leave America,
Yeah.
most of the food that they eat there is banned anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or has to be made in a different way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of Americans say that Mexican Coca-Cola
Yes,
or
okay,
the
yeah.
glass bottle
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
yeah,
tastes
yeah.
better to them
Yeah.
than the Coca-Cola that they're used to.
Yes.
And I think it's because that Coca-Cola, a lot of the time, actual sugar
Yeah.
is replaced with corn syrup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
America makes loads and loads of corn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the one and only time I'm ever going to say this on this podcast. You might have to fact check me, right? But I assume because corn is because they make so much fucking corn in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
And farming and stuff like that. It's such a big part of their GDP or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That they just try and find new ways to use corn.
Definitely.
So
yeah. If you've got a waste product from your industry that's making no money, you go, what can we make out of this?
Yeah.
There must be something.
Yeah, and they go, right,
Definitely.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll ban sugar and make everyone, the government goes, we'll ban sugar and make everyone use corn.
Corn
Not
syrup,
because it's maybe better for you or not because any of that. Just because it will prop up the farming industry, the corn farming industry.
It may also be cheaper. I mean, I think that
There's that as well,
if you're trying to put a drink together, you don't want to pay for the expensive ingredients. You want to get cheaper substitutes. And
that's why chocolate tastes awful in America. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to sit here slagging America off, especially when it comes to food, because they get a lot of stuff right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good golly.
I suppose what I feel about America is that it's got a very, very high ceiling and possibly a
food
very,
in
very low
America.
floor, because it's like there's no. I feel like there is not very much regulation. So like there's not many institutions that are going to get in the way of the producer selling whatever they happen to want to put in their thing to the consumer. But at the top end, that's amazing. So it's just a big range.
Yeah. But Dylan, I do think there is something in what you're saying, but I don't think it's just Australia. I think it's America v. the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because if you go to like Mexico, for example, they're allowed to use actual sugar, sugar cane, and it makes the Coca-Cola taste better.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's more unhealthy. I'm not sure about that, but I think you're right, Dylan.
Yeah.
That's a good That's a good little fact.
Nice one.
Was I right about the corn?
Yeah, you were both right. So it's US policy for them to use corn. Well, I say it's US policy. It's US policy. They tax other sugars higher, basically. And so corn syrup is one of the cheapest sweeteners to use, essentially.
Yeah.
And so, it's widely used, and it is used in American Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
Nice one, Dylan. Cheers for that, mate.
Very good. Right.
I believe it's now time for our facts.
Right. So, James, I have wanted to do a fact episode about dreams.
That's right.
Because
when was it? Last episode or the episode before you brought that up and said
a couple ago, maybe I want to tell a dream.
Yeah.
So my fact's about dreams.
Go on.
And
isn't it because you got a story about dreams?
I got a story about a dream. I had the funniest dream I ever had. So which I'm going to come to.
Okay.
This is a dream I woke up laughing because it was so funny.
I've woken up laughing before.
I was genuinely laughing. I was like, that is funny.
I've woken up laughing.
It's so good.
I've also woken up screaming. Right? I do. There was one time where both our kids were ill.
Right.
With like flu or something like that.
Right.
And they didn't want to stay in their own rooms. They wanted to get in mum and dad's bed. But we couldn't take both of them at the exact same time.
Okay.
So I took one of them with me to the spare room.
Yeah.
And Claire had the other one.
Yeah.
So imagine this, right? You're about 7 years old.
Oh, God.
You're already not feeling well.
Yeah.
You're anxious and worried.
Yeah.
Dad can sleep with you. Yeah, come on, get in. Like we'll go off to the guest room. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. And then I started having a dream. I started having a nightmare about a ghost chasing me. Right?
It's not even not even an adult scary thing. Like you're just like a ghost.
And I was making these noises in my dream where I wasn't screaming so much, but I was doing this. I was going.
Oh God!
I was making that noise, this sort of weird, aggressive snorting noise, and my son was going, Dad, and I wasn't waking up, and I was just going. Eventually, I did wake up, and I went, and he was going, Dad, are you okay? And I was going, yeah. I was going, I was having a nightmare. Was I making noises? He was going, yeah. And I was going to him, mate, that must have been terrifying for you. I was going, you must have been so scared.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I'm so fine. I was just having a nightmare.
Oh, God.
He was already having a bad night.
Oh, Christ.
And the person that you turn to for safety and comfort and warmth.
Yeah, he's having to comfort you. He's like, it's all right, Dad.
Yeah.
Was he sort of going, it wasn't a real ghost, it was just,
yeah.
It was all in your head, it's all gone, it's all over now.
Come on, Dad, get in here.
Yeah. Well, that's lovely.
Right. But what's your fact?
I'm going to begin with my fact about dreams. So my fact is that there is some evidence that spiders dream.
Amazing.
Spiders.
Have they put little electrodes on a spider's
There's a spider that has like a see-through head. I think maybe the juvenile version of the spider, and they can see, and like bits of the brain.
But they don't have a brain, do they?
They got brain.
I thought insects and arachnids had like a sort of like a nervous system where their brain is all over their body.
Well, yeah, like a nervous system, but it's kind of, as I understand it, it's kind of it's lighting up.
It's firing.
You can see like electrical
off.
activity.
Yeah.
And they're sort of twitching and stuff.
Right.
And when they're asleep, and they're like, they're having dreams.
How do you know a spider's asleep? They put one of those little Dickensian sort of caps on.
Yeah.
They've got like a little. I've got one of those.
Well, they pop on a little sleep mask.
You know,
and they have that. They have like an avocado face mask on and everything because they're very conscious about.
Of course,
people calling them ugly.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely, yeah.
Not
those, night shirts, men's traditional buttoned-up night shirts. I've got one of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right.
It cost me quite a lot of money. It was from like a traditional sort of shop in London.
Right, okay.
And I bought it to annoy Claire.
Right. Okay.
One day we were getting ready for bed. I was like, I'm going to put my PJs on. Came out in a sort of Scrooge-esque sort of long shirt, cotton shirt. Well comfy, by the way, like genuinely really comfortable.
I mean, it's it is.
And then
good.
And then one time we had all of Claire's family come to stay with us at the same time. So not only were like all the beds taken, but we had to set up a blow-up bed in the living room of the house as well.
Right, okay.
And And I went, I'm going to go and check on your brother, Claire's brother and his wife to make sure they're
to make
okay.
sure they're all settling all right. And
so I put that night shirt on.
and then now they're like, we saw a ghost in James's house.
I'm like, what are you doing?
That is funny.
And Claire was going to me, don't go down. Don't do it. I was going, it'd be funny. She was going, no, they'll think you're a weirdo. I was going, nah, they'll get the joke.
Oh, it's good. No, I love that. So you can get them and you've got...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them, boy.
Are they like...
you can still find them.
You can find them. Are they a bit like, if you want to do a wee, like, are they just
lift them up?
It feels like there's a lot of stuff to... It's like you're basically in a dress. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So sorry.
Well, the thing is, right, is I don't stand up to piss.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So, Joe, your fact is that spiders dream.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. They were. Yes. That they dream.
Yeah.
And
what was your dream that you woke up laughing?
Okay. So my dream when I woke up laughing
was the funniest dream. Joe has billed this as the funniest dream.
I billed this as the funniest dream.
No pressure.
Yeah. So, this was my dream. I feel like I'm going to fuck it up now. So I partly wanted to do dreams because this is the funniest dream I ever had. So I was watching a sort of film, like an American film, and it was American jeeps or tanks driving through the desert to meet Osama bin Laden.
Right.
And first of all, I remember thinking...
It's not funny so far.
No, but first of all, I remember thinking that they've shot this really badly.
Right.
Because I could tell that they were micro machines.
Right.
And at one point, a fly crawled over it and it was the same size as the Jeep.
Right.
So I was like, that's funny.
Well, I should have cut that
out. Then the Americans got to the cave.
Right.
And Osama bin Laden was in there.
Right.
And he was really, really rude to them. And the way he was rude is that at one point he deliberately sneezed in their faces.
Right.
And they had all this snot down
Do you know what, man? If this was real, that's probably one of the worst things Osama bin Laden's ever done.
I know. That, not that.
Yeah.
You've gone too far now.
Yeah.
Right, you're fucking at it now. Don't sneeze in our faces.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden.
Sneeze on America.
Osama bin Laden was wearing
Go on.
a set of beautiful silk pajamas.
Right.
All covered over with little emblems, which if you looked closely was a very, very beautiful, bright green octopus creature.
Was there more than one?
Yeah, so it was like lots of little, so all over, like that was the pattern. So like the equivalent of polka dots, but they were actually
little octopi.
The tiny little bright green octopi.
Right.
And he was also holding in his hands a full-size version of whatever this creature was. This beautiful bright green octopus.
He's obsessed with this octopus. So he's stroking it like
like Dr. Evil.
Yeah, right, okay.
And then the Americans left the cave.
Yeah.
And they were so freaked out by what had happened.
Yeah.
That they realised that they'd forgotten to ask him anything at all. They hadn't even asked him any questions.
They didn't say what was that all about?
They went out and because I think they were supposed to be like, I don't know, like negotiate with them or something. They left and they were like, we didn't ask him anything.
Yeah.
And then a voiceover.
He was just playing mind games.
Yeah. And then a voiceover came on in the dream and it went, and so Osama returned to his lair, cradling the gorgeous Philanthroform. And Philanthroform was the name of the octopus. And it just made it up. And then I was like, oh, the octopus was called Philanthroform.
Right. Can I just say...
And I woke up laughing. I was like, that is mental. And...
Can I just say, when I first said, I've got to do a podcast with Joe because he's insane, right? It has taken us a little while. It's taken us 8 episodes to get
We've
to
got
this.
to the nub of it now,
Yeah.
right? But I did love it. I just that it had a name, and the name was, and the name of the octopus was Philanthroform, and that's why he had him all over his pajamas. Because he loved him.
That's really
and he had his
weird,
own
man.
stuff made, and that was it was all over his pajamas.
That's brilliant. It's a funny dream.
It was a funny dream.
It was a funny dream.
It was funny.
Do you know what,
I
Joe? Like when you first said I had a dream about Osama bin Laden, I was like, I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure how funny that is. But you're right.
Yeah,
It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know. So yeah, that was that's the Philanthroform dream.
Brilliant.
That was that's the best thing I've ever done.
Listen, that's merch there, isn't it?
Philanthroform.
Like a little green octopus. Was it green? It was green, wasn't it? What was it?
Emerald.
It was green,
didn't you
yes,
say?
Emerald green.
sort of emerald green.
We need to get some emerald green.
emerald green octopus, but beautiful,
Gorgeous.
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 We need to make some pajamas.
Let's make some
we need
pajamas.
to-
The Philanthroform pajamas. So anyway, that's
As seen on
as seen on Osama bin Laden.
As seen on.
Yeah. Yeah. Clothes, model zone.
Yeah. It's time now for fact check, Joe.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you know what, man? That's difficult to
Well, no, I mean,
move on from.
yeah.
But
yeah.
it is time for fact check. This
Yeah.
is this is where you send in something that feels like a fact to you that you'd like us to confirm because, as you can tell, me and Joe are of sound mind, and we are the
Yeah.
authority on these things.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll be reading a fact or a question that you'd like us to get to the bottom of, and then we're gonna have a little think during the break, and we'll come back and let you know whether it's true or not. Just to remind you, the parameter, the rules are, if it feels,
If it pleases us.
if it's interesting, then it must be true.
Exactly.
Joe, I think you've got this week's fact check.
Right, here we go. We are fact checking this from Matthew.
Mm.
He said, "Hello, Joe
Can
and
I
James."
just say, was
Yeah.
you trying to find the fact check there?
Yeah, just couldn't find it,
Couldn't
yeah.
tell at all. It's so good.
So,
the way you
I,
filled the way you filled that time, Mike, it was seamless. Such a pro, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we are fact checking from Matthew. Found it.
From Sir Brian.
From someone whose name
We are very excited to hear from a young man by the name of.
right. Go.
All right, so yeah,
don't make that
okay,
noise.
right, okay. So this week's fact check
Yeah.
comes from Matthew.
Yes.
He said, "Hello, Joe and James. I need a fact check. Is it true that nearly half of the UK population stand up to wipe their arse?" Okay, so
Well-
that feels like our level at least. So,
Absolutely.
so we're
Let's hold off there. Let's go for a quick little ad break, and we'll be back to let Matthew know whether that fact is a fact or not.
yeah.
This episode is sponsored by NordVPN.
Right. So, what exactly is NordVPN? You may well ask. You use it, right?
I do. Basically, it tricks the internet
Yeah.
into thinking your computer is in a different place on the planet to where you are.
And the other thing about VPNs is it keeps you anonymous. So it's like,
If you wanted to
Yeah,
browse
if-
something but keep your anonymity
yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I can't
Is
think
there
of anything
some sort
like-
of big category on the internet of?
Maybe. I think it falls into the category of stuff that helps you fall asleep.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
After
isn't
a
it?
stressful
Yeah.
day.
Or maybe you're buying it like a secret birthday present for a family member, and you're worried that you want to keep that secret, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing.
You don't
And
want to
that's
get,
why-
you don't want your cookies to grass you up. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/factup. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. All right, we're back. Just before the break there, Matthew wanted to know whether it is true or false that nearly half the population, UK population, stand up to wipe their arse. Now, I didn't know this was a thing.
I think I used to stand up and then realised...
I stood up when I was a toddler.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, after I just learned how to use it.
Yeah. I don't know why you would.
I've sat down ever since.
Yeah.
You know me, I sit down. I sit down to do everything.
But my views on this are also that we should be using B-days. I don't know why we're so against it. Like, it's far cleaner. I don't understand.
I've spoken many a time about my obsessive anal hygiene. It became a thing when I did Bake Off. We've both done Bake Off, haven't we?
Yeah.
Blake's done it as well.
Has he?
Has Bird done it?
I don't think so.
Has Blake done it? I feel like Blake has. But what do they call it? The showstopper, right?
Yeah.
It was make a cake of your favourite place. And I made it of my toilet.
Yes.
Because I can shut the door. I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
And a wife. And I can shut the door. And I'm just...
Yeah.
And I'll go through my phone and I'll read things and I'll catch up with stuff and going for a shit for me is an occasion.
I honestly,
there's some pageantry about it with me.
I don't think there's any shame in that, and I do think it's a bit of a temple, the toilet, and it's a place of reflection.
Yeah,
and it's a break.
Yeah,
it's
no one can get.
It's the only room where you can legitimately say, "I'm locking the door. You can't come in."
Yeah, right. And I feel like talking to you, you'll be a man that might understand what I'm about to say.
Go on.
Now, I got obsessed with anal hygiene.
Yeah,
right.
If there's one,
I got to a point
territory on which I will display full understanding.
I got to a point where I'd have a shit and I wasn't convinced that I'd wiped enough.
No, I think I can.
And I was honestly, like, it's getting to a point where I was like getting down to my coccyx.
No, I know.
Like I was like wiping so much.
I know, and I don't think it's very good.
And then during the night, I was getting a really, really itchy arsehole. Right?
Yeah.
So for a while, I was convinced I had worms as well.
Yeah.
Because that's when they come out, is during the night.
Yeah, and you scratch.
I was convinced I had worms. I have said this story many a time on other people's podcasts and stuff like that. Right, it got to a point where I didn't think I was clean enough down there. I've got worms. There's something going on with me. It was a mental thing. It was genuinely mental.
Yeah.
That I went to the doctor and I said, I need you to look at my arse. I need you to look into my arse because I'm freaking out here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I've got worms. No, and then I thought I had piles.
Yeah.
Then he moved on to where I was convinced I had piles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I went to the doctor and I said, you got to help me out here. Like I'm going insane.
Yeah.
I need some medicine. There's something going on with my bum hole. Yeah. I've definitely got piles. I think I might have worms.
Yeah.
So it was a woman doctor. She looked into my arse and she went, right. Where do you think you've got piles?
Right.
She went, can you just put your finger on where you think you've got piles?
Yeah.
And I reached behind me and I couldn't feel anything. I was convinced like I had piles. And I just screamed, well, I'm sure there was a lump there yesterday. Right. So I just looked like a really weird man.
Yeah, you just got to get a free look.
Yeah. But I do sit down, but I also do like the B-day, what you were saying. I do use flushable wet wipes, and they are flushable.
Yeah.
Believe me, you got to be careful with them because they're so delicate.
They're going to fall apart.
They do fall apart.
Yeah.
So they're not going to block up any or damage any drains or anything like that.
Yeah.
But wiping your ass properly.
Yeah.
And making sure it's all clean down there is something that is close to my heart.
No, listen.
And I included some anus hole, a little sort of, I think I made it out of fucking icing sugar or something, a little anus hole wet wipe on my showstopper cake for Bake Off.
Well, I completely agree. I don't.
Which I did win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you win?
I did win.
I was hoping to fucking.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I was hoping you did.
I had Paddy McGuinness on mine. I feel like he wasn't really taking it seriously. Like he put a plastic tube into one of his bakes, and that's not
eat that.
That's not edible, is it?
No.
That isn't edible.
Can't eat that. But I was convinced that once you get to a certain age, that you sit down to wipe your ass in the toilet. I've spoken to friends.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you got to stand up. One of my mates was like, yeah, no, I like to put my foot up on the toilet there.
I don't mind
really get right in there.
Foot up's fine. Because basically, but really, standing up, you're closing it all up. You're not going to get in there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I use the toilet. I lift one cheek up so it can spread the.
Yeah.
Is this really a podcast? Is this
just literally talking about?
Are we really going to put this
also,
out?
I feel like
educational.
This is educational.
I had some stuff to say about shitting as well. And I literally think I've said it before on this podcast. I feel we've been here before, and I was talking about how basically I don't think it's shameful to say that having a poo is quite pleasurable, and that's an okay thing to say.
It's lovely.
And I also think I don't really understand why we're so obsessed with the idea that you need to wipe yourself with dry paper, and that's the best way of getting yourself clean. Have a wash.
Yeah.
Bidets are out there.
Yeah.
I don't know why we sort of seem to look down our noses at them as though they're some kind of weird foreign import. It's much cleaner. Use a bidet or just have a shower. I don't understand it.
The thing that people say is if you trod in shit, would you just get some tissue and just wipe the bottom of your soul?
Exactly.
No, you'd chuck them in the fucking washing machine or something, wouldn't you?
Of course you would.
Or throw them away.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
But I do.
Yeah.
But Joe,
is it true that nearly half the UK population stand up to wipe their arse?
I do think that's true.
I think it's true, and I think it's a crying shame.
I do think that's true.
My heart bleeds.
Yeah. Get the bidet. Let's make the bidet a thing. They love it in Europe, don't they?
And why not?
Absolutely, you can't get enough of the bidet. You go to Europe, they love a bidet.
Just wash it, for heaven's sake.
I wanted to make a movement with the mind the gap thing.
Yeah.
That's not caught on, unfortunately. We're 8 episodes in now. No, that's not lit a fire. Let's get bidets. Let's get the Japanese toilets.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't have them.
Let's get the Japanese toilets. I want a toilet that sings to me and stuff and all that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
I did stay at a really posh hotel once and I was like shouting at Claire. I was going, Claire, you got to come into the toilet.
Yeah.
I was like, and she was like, what? I went, heated seats. The toilet seat's heated. How posh is this?
That is nice. Why
is that not just a part of our lives? But yes, I do think half the population does stand up to wipe their ass because I have asked people about it and it has been 50-50. If anything, it's been more. I know more people probably that stand up to wipe their ass than sit down. They were talking to me like, what? You just sit down?
Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you want me to confirm or non-confirm with my research?
What are you saying? What are you saying, Joe?
I'd be interested to know if research has been done.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's find out. Let's throw it over to Lily May.
Okay, so there has been research done on this. There's been surveys done.
Okay.
I'm looking at a research done by Tap Warehouse.
Okay.
They did a survey in 2019 and 35.2% of men stand.
Right.
So that is less than
half. Okay.
That's still a lot though. That's
still
a third.
Mm-hmm. And slightly lower, only 31% of women stand.
Right.
Well, that's even more surprising because I feel like, women aren't standing to begin with in any event.
Yeah.
At least men, they've got some muscle memory of having stood up.
But that's nearly half.
Nearly half, yeah. It's 35.
Yeah, that's nearly half.
36. 50.
Yeah.
And that's yeah.
So thank you, Matthew, for that fact.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
We have we've confirmed that. If there's something that you'd like us to fact check, head to our episode's description for all the ways to get in touch. Now, Joe,
you have a fact.
It's time for my fact,
I believe,
and it's not a spooky fact.
I've just taken that out. We don't need to reference that whatsoever.
No, because I kept going. When I was trying to write my fact in, I was like, God, it keeps going back to every time I go and try and write something, it keeps going back to the other.
Yeah.
The old episode.
Inside information. I'll copy it from the second previous episode.
Yeah, no, I won't do that, actually.
For the format.
Anyway.
And it would be spooky though, wouldn't it, if it kept reverting back? Oh, the world's first haunted iPad.
The world's first haunted podcast. Anyway, Joe.
Talk about a haunted podcast.
Joe,
What would that be like?
I don't know. It is my fact. And again, I'm just always trying to think outside of the box.
Yes.
Now, you wanted us to do facts about dreams.
Yes.
So I thought I would do a fact about arguably history's most famous dreamer.
Oh, nice. Okay. Joseph and his amazing
Dream coat.
Is it him?
No, it's not.
It's not him. No, okay,
No,
right, yeah.
no.
Yeah, okay, I thought it might be.
I went with Dr. King. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
So
King Jr.,
I've got a little. I've got one. My main fact is just really, really quick. It's just like there's not really any discussion about it.
Fine, no problem.
So I've just peppered it with little facts as well.
Problem. Yep.
So Martin Luther King Jr. He had a dream.
Yes. Yep.
History's most famous dreamer.
Yep.
He was born Michael King Jr.
Right.
After his father.
Yeah.
His father later changed both their names to Martin Luther King in honour of the Protestant reformer.
Martin Luther, yes.
Martin Luther.
Yes.
And Martin Luther, he would have drunken parties. And he would make jokes and stuff. Apparently, he was a good laugh.
The original Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, he was a right laugh.
He was a good laugh. Yeah.
And he once made a joke that the Pope was the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Do you know about this? You must know. You're a historian.
Was that a joke, or was it like the foundation of?
No, he was just having a dinner party, and he made jokes about the Pope farting and being an Antichrist and all this. Like he was a good laugh.
Yeah.
And then people started selling tankards with the Pope as the devil.
Right.
After this sort of famous quip,
because he was after his speech. Okay. Right.
That's not the fact.
No. Yeah.
Back to Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
He started college proper smart, if you didn't already think that about Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
He started college at the age of 15.
Right, okay. And this is college as in like higher education.
Like university, we'd call it in this country.
Yeah.
He won the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 35, making him the youngest person to receive it at the time.
Yeah.
Here's just this is a throwaway fact for you. He was a huge fan of the original Star Trek series.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But this is my interesting fact for you, Joe.
Yeah, go on.
About the world's history's most famous dreamer, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
What was he great at? Speaking. Yeah?
Yeah.
Despite being a gifted orator, he earned a C in public speaking.
Wow.
During his first year at seminary.
Right. Wow.
There you go.
A C.
And I don't want to compare myself to Martin Luther King.
But,
I did get a C in drama for my GCSEs.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm sort of...
Yeah.
And I took loads of GCSEs.
Mm-hmm.
I took about fucking 12 of them.
Did you?
Yeah. I think I took about 11, 12 GCSEs.
Yeah, they were very numerous, weren't they? I felt like it was a lot. That exam period was really stressful.
I was putting you have like tiers of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like putting the top tier. Like as if I was fucking smart or something.
Well, you are smart.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. You are. You're very smart. I think maybe you just didn't like school or something, but you're
it was boring.
Very intelligent. Well, yeah, but that's their fault. They should have. No, they should have made it more intelligent. Like, it's not. They should have made it more interesting. Sorry, like they should have made it so you were actually stimulated by it. It's anyway.
Anyway, that's my fact for you.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Right. I had a dream.
Yeah.
That amazing speech.
Yeah.
So famous.
Got a C in public speaking.
Got a C in public speaking.
But this is the thing. I think I'm quite interested in rhetoric, and I think it's about whether you're saying something that you really, really believe or not. And I think that that kind of
that takes over.
That's sort of. Because I think then it's not even you're performing; you're just showing somebody your ideology. You're saying, "Look, there it is." I mean, this is what it is. It's fucking there. Like
he was just being him.
He was being him, and that was what he believed. And I think the idea that rhetoric is this kind of series of kind of party tricks is completely wrong. I think it's a kind of physical manifestation of an inner ideology. Then you'll be convincing if you're speaking what you believe. That is rhetoric, I think. So rhetoric should really be a process of internal investigation until you're like, who am I? And then when you know, then you'll be good at rhetoric. That's what I think it is. I don't think you start with the outside. I think you start with the inside.
Wonder what Hitler got.
He was very good. I don't mean he was good at it.
People loved him, didn't they?
I'll tell you what, they did love him. And
people forget that. People voted for him.
He was basically a sort of celebrity. It was like going and seeing a stand-up. He'd go to these like beer halls and people were like, what are you doing tonight? I'm going to see Hitler. He's brilliant, honestly. I haven't seen. Oh, come, you'll love him.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what, I was skeptical, but I really liked it.
He really roasts the government.
He roasts the government. Yeah, but like he was almost like he was really, really good at getting people really worked up.
Yeah.
And like really like, yeah, I have been fucked. Yeah. And then that's how you win an election. And then once you won an election, you destroy your country.
There we go. Right.
Right.
I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm all fact out.
Oh, God.
What have we learned? I'm fact out. What have we learned today, Joe? We learned that Osama bin Laden used to have a pet octopus. And we learned that Martin Luther King Jr. got a C in public speaking, despite being an incredible public speaker. Anyway, we hope that you've learned something, or at least had a nice time. But we'll be back next week armed with more facts, chats, and wiping shats. And don't forget that you can get in touch with us if you'd like us to fact-check something that feels true to you, or whatever nonsense you'd like to tell us about by emailing us. Hello. It's a mess, isn't it? It's this worst podcast.
Well, you said fact check wrong and you just carried on. Like, you didn't. I thought you were going to go back and.
I couldn't be asked.
Just go back.
I couldn't be asked.
All right. Fair. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
I can't be asked. I just don't care.
Oh, no, you can. Wait, no, that one's fine. So, no, not him. He can't be asked. No, just yeah, no. So,
if you want us to fact check something that feels true to you, then you can email us hello@joeandjamespod.com. Our WhatsApp number is 07822 034 330, or you can follow us on social media @JoeandJamesPod. And all that stuff that I just said then is in the description, so you can find it all there. Anyway, that's a little podcast episode for you. We'll be back next week with some more bollocks. Bye. See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Joe and James, fact up.